Hey everyone, I'm at the property here where you saw me mix my tanks up. I just kind of wanted to give everyone an overview of what it what it looked like. This is a courtyard for the common area. Again, it's a mix of fescue and Bermuda. Um, this is not a property that wants to pay for aeration and overseeding. The fescue's hung around for quite a while, so what we're going to initially start out doing is just stopping the weed growth, and then as summer moves in, we're going to be promoting a little bit more of the Bermuda by doing summer fertilizer apps. Instead of coming in and spraying out all the fescue and leaving, a ton of dud spots, I'm going to run just a pure organic fertilizer midsummer. It'll give the Bermuda just a little bit of a push while minimizing just huge damaged areas of the fescue. So slowly with time, it'll become more and more Bermuda, which is it's going to be a little bit easier to maintain since we can't aerate and overseed it. Not a ton of weeds in it now, but you can see a little bit of henbit here. Looks like maybe some geranium starting to come up there. So the tank mix of three-way with the triclopyr will get great control over what's growing here. And you can see how small the weeds are. That's a tiny weed right now. And getting control of this now means it's not going to be here when all this grass starts to wake up and really start growing tall. You won't see this. It just won't be here. So it's going to appear that the lawn never had weeds, although, really right now, I can see it's full of it. So when I'm scouting a property to decide what I'm going to spray, I'm walking it slowly, and I go for the areas of thinnest turf, where there's really thick turf. Like, look at this patch of fescue right here. It's a pretty thick patch. You don't see any weeds growing in it. But we move over here where it's thin, and we can see the little bits of weeds growing in it. And this is what I'm looking for when I'm deciding what to spray. Because I'm seeing these broadleaf weed varieties here, I know to run a broadleaf weed control, a pre-emergent, and a kicker. I'm a big fan of kickers, so that's why I'm using the triclopyr, which is also a broadleaf weed control. That would just ensure that I get the most amount of control possible. So I got my tank agitated, my hose is purged. It's time to get started. This centerpiece here is about 4 acres, so I'm going to break it up into quadrants, into 1 acre quadrants, and I use the trees as markers. I use these trees as markers. There's a centerpiece over there. There's a post. I don't know if you can see it right there. I will use as a center marker, and then I will use this tree over here as a marker somewhere. There it is. And so I'll break it up into quadrants, move my truck several times to make sure I'm getting a good application. All right, just wanted to clue y'all in. Thanks, guys.